Well, first of all, welcome on our show and congratulations with your nomination at the Blues Music Awards.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That was awesome thing, especially in a year where we didn't have the record out, man. That was
Yeah.
a really nice surprise, man. And I'm hoping we get enough press going on with this new record, man. I'm so excited with what we did with it, and can't wait for people to get their ears on it.
Yeah, for the people who wants to know, it's called Living in a Burning House.
My name is Selwyn Birchwood. Afro wearing, barefooted, award winning, alligator recording artist. Got a new record out, Living in a Burning House. 13 brand new tracks with 3-time Grammy Award winning producer Tom Hambridge.
What you think, Bart?
Revelation, Revelation. Got the new record in, the actual record. This is even see the best part, man. Look at that. Living in a burning house. I'm burning up. Pre-order your copy at alligator.com.
Is
That's
it
right.
describing 2020?
It's that's not what it's about, but it seems like it turned out that way.
Was it written before the big breakout of the pandemic and the COVID corona virus?
It was about a bad breakup, is what it
Oof.
was actually about, man. So I had a friend of mine after I was going through it. He called me and he said, "Man, I know you're at home hurting and you're over crying over about her, but I want to let you know, hate to bring it down, but I want to let you know what she's doing." And she wasn't at home crying about me, if you understand. And man, he said, I just want to let you know that, as your friend, I need to let you know if the house you're trying to get into is on fire. So I said, man, that sounds like a song to me, man.
Well, it's it's at least it's blues. Even in the worst case scenarios, you can always pull a song out of it.
That's right, man.
Um, for the people at home, the listeners in Holland and the Netherlands who don't know Selwyn Birchwood, I gotta lift it up a little bio, and it said that you were the winner of the Blues Challenge in 2013, and also won a major, the best guitar player. And
Yeah, man.
that's a
In
pretty,
2013,
yeah.
it was actually we won in the International Blues Challenge. We got first place in the competition, the band portion, and then I also won the Gibson Guitar Award that year, the Albert King Award for best guitarist in the competition that year. That was incredible, man. And we went in 2014. We were signed with Alligator Records and had our first record out for Alligator called "Don't Call No Ambulance." And then I won the Blues Music Award in 2015 for Best Emerging Artist that year. And we put out another record in 2017 called "Pick Your Poison" with Alligator. I was nominated for 2 more Blues Music Awards then. And then fast forward to
21.
2021 now. And man, I'm nominated again for Contemporary Blues Male Artist and have another record, my third record out for Alligator called "Living in a Burning House." And we got a new record. I got a new band. I've added keyboards to the band for the first time now. I've got new producer and Tom Hambridge on this record, and
Tom Hambridge.
we're just
That's
trying to start
well-known
anew and start strong and keep going, man.
Well, what strikes me on the new CD is a lot of a horn section in it, and it's a full sound. Is that Tom Hambridge's signature on this album, or is it still your own wish and your own music that you recorded?
It definitely is the way that I wanted to have the record go, man. I got Tom in and wanted his expertise in the studio of putting things together and getting his ears on the project. But the record itself, I had all the songs written and the band rehearsed up, and he came in and had some good input and was an asset to have while we were getting all the tracks down and stuff in the studio. And yeah, man, I'm just ecstatic with the way that it turned out, man.
How is live music in Florida at the moment? I've seen some of them still playing and still clubs are still open, but I don't know. In Europe, it's all closed down now.
Yeah, well, we've gone through a few phases of closures, but as of right now, bars and stuff are able to have live music. I've opted to stay in my cave a while longer. It's not that I'm not able to go play. I just am not at this time. I'm not going to promote a bunch of people coming to my show, and when I don't feel that it's it's not the time just yet. So we did 2 shows for our CD release this past weekend, and we did them at outside venues where everyone was able to socially distance and be as safe as we can in this scenario. But I only did those 2 shows so that we could get some of the new records into some of the hometown folks' hands and give people a chance to hear the new band live. And I'm going to go back in my cave for a little while and promote the record from home for the meantime.
If I break up this show now and I would ask you to pick one record that defines everything you want to say on this record, what would it be? I see some pretty interesting song titles on the album.
Yeah.
I Got Drunk, Late and Stoned would be one.
Yeah, true story. Yeah, man. 3 for 3. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a song on this record that I could really choose as a favorite or anything, but I wrote all the tunes on the record, and it's like trying to ask someone to pick a favorite child, which all of them are special to me. I wrote the record to be listened to so that every song has its own story. It's got its own colors to it, and when you listen to it from the top to the bottom, it'll take you on that kind of a roller coaster ride of emotions and sounds. And, I think it's really a record that you sit down and you're able to listen to. And I don't ever set out to make a guitar record or anything like that, man. I set out to make a record that has just good songs on it. And those are the records that I go back to and listen to over and over and over again. The records that I just like the songs, man. I like the way they're recorded. I like the way they feel. I like the way they sound. And, I might listen to a hot guitar record maybe once through and be like, all right, that was cool, but I'm not going to want to go back and listen again. And I think that with this record, we were able to come up with a record that you're going to want to pick up and listen to over and over again with this one, man.
I'm smelling smoke, and I know something's burning, but I'm just too scared to look. If I close my eyes and ignore all the warnings, I won't have to know the truth. My heart says leave, but my legs won't let me. I can't bring myself to leave my home, but I'm finding out that there ain't no doubt. I'm living in a burning house, living in a burning house. I'm living in a burning house, living in a burning house. I see a glow, it paints my shadow on the wall, and the flicker makes it dance. The air's grown thicker, I can hardly breathe at all, but all I know is this don't feel like romance, Lord. My heart says leave, but my legs won't let me. I can't bring myself to leave my home, but I'm finding out that there ain't no doubt. I'm living in a burning house, living in a burning house. I'm living in a burning house, living in a burning house. Says leave, but my legs won't let me. I can't bring myself to leave my home, but I'm finding out that there ain't no doubt. I'm living in a burning house, yeah. Living in a burning house, house on fire, living in a burning house. Living in a burning house, I'm burning up. Living in a burning house, house on fire. Living in a burning house, burning down this house.
There are 13 tracks on this album.
Yeah.
When do you know the song is finished?
Well, it's one of those things that I'm always, when we were playing live, I would write the song, we'd rehearse it, we'd start playing it live, but it seemed like every night you kind of tweaking and fine tuning stuff and adding a little accents and things here and there. And then eventually it kind of grows into, something different. If you go back and listen to the rehearsal tape compared to when we're going to play it in the studio and record it, they always seem to sound a little different. But I think it, I normally say after you're playing it live for about 6 months, I feel like it kind of everything settles into place and really becomes comfortable. And with this record, we were able to play these songs live in front of crowds night after night for about a year before we even got into the studio to record it. So by the time we got onto record, everything was very much settled in and seasoned, and man, couldn't be happier.
Are you a player that also takes a notebook on the gigs that you are adjusting the lyrics, or say, hey, what better, or is it pretty much done if you go on stage with the lyrics?
The lyrics are normally settled. The musically, you might fine tune something, but the lyrics, I take so much time, trying to write and rewrite the stuff before I even bring it to the band. The lyrics are pretty much
Okay.
set once I get it to the band.
So there was no, but I know a lot of players who are waiting for input from the rest of the band, or a bass line or a drum to fill in. But you're pretty set. I want it this way, and we're gonna see, or
Well,
maybe adjust it while jamming. That's a proven
uh,
way of
maybe
recording.
slight variations, but I really I have such an idea of how I want things to go in my head already. I'm given a lot of direction as to how I want the bass lines to go, how I want the drums to go, and everything. And it's one of those things. I listen to so much music, and I listen to all the instruments that I've got an idea of exactly what I want on everything, even down to when I do the demos. I play the bass lines myself for how I want the bass to kind of go, and then Huff is
Okay.
able to listen to that and really fill in the blanks as to what he lays down. So it's kind of a cool thing. But it's sort of like, I'd get a really good sketch down on the paper, and then when I get with the band, we're able to add all the colors to it to make it a full picture.
Well, I've seen different ways and different styles, but I always love people who are pretty exact and confident that they say this is the song that I have in my head, and this is going to be in the recording studio.
Absolutely.
Well,
1, 2, 3.
I know a place down an old dirt road, way back in the woods you'll find it if you know where to go. The souls in the soil still born and grown, and the ghosts in the walls, y'all, still sang the song. Jump the boogie now, bonfire burning, catfish frying, guitar sliding. Up jump the boogie now, bonfire burning, catfish frying, guitar sliding. The freaks come out at night. You can pick your poison. They got everything you need. The band is smoking on that stage, and the crowd is on their feet. Come dance with me. The souls in the soil still moan and groan, and the ghosts in the walls still sang the song. Up jump the boogie now, bonfire burning, catfish frying, guitar sliding, up jump the boogie line, bonfire burning, catfish frying, guitar sliding. The freaks come out at night. Yes, they do, y'all. Look at it. Up jump the boogie now, bonfire burning, catfish frying, guitar sliding. Up jump the boogie now, bonfire burning, catfish frying, guitar sliding. The freaks come out at night. Oh.
Well, to be honest, this is the first Zoom interview we do. It's absolutely delightful. We have to do all from home, not in the studio where we normally are. So it's going to be I think we're going to do this more often.
Yeah,
And how
man.
is it waiting for the normal season to open up so you can do on stage what you love most?
It's tough, man. I've just been adamant of trying to make use of the time the best that I can, man. And I've been spending the time that we've got at home, uh, writing and shedding and practicing. And my goal was to have a new album written before this one was released, and I've got about a half an album written that as the year progresses, I'm gonna be able to take that to the band and start getting us rehearsed up on that. So it's just I don't want to get to the end of this thing and feel like there was any time wasted, man. I don't have time that I want to waste, and I want to just be ready when stuff gets back opened up, man. I'm going to be ready to hit that stage running and take the music to the people, man.
Is the band also based in Tampa?
Based in a few different parts of Florida. So when we get on the road, we meet up and head out on the road, and then when we're home, we just meet at the show and throw down.
So you don't have a rehearsal room where you said we gather once a week, or mostly can do it now at home.
Yeah, well, I mean, when we're touring and playing, we play so much that we have to do the rehearsals before the first few shows. But then after that, when we're playing 4 or 5 times a week, it sticks. So you just keep growing from there.
Well, Selwyn, I have to say thank you very much for it's a small interview, but we're gonna make a hell of a show out of it
All right, man.
and spend
Well,
some
if
tracks.
you're gonna use the video, man, I got the record right here. You can actually see the actual record. It's on orange
Oh, an
vinyl.
orange
Living in a burning house, man.
for the lovers of vinyl.
That's right, man. So
Well, we
13
get
brand new tracks. If you want to keep up with me, please like me on the band page on Facebook, follow me on the Instagram, pick up the new record and get some of these new sounds in your ear, man. I'm really ecstatic as to what we had going on with it with this record. I really feel like I could say I found my sound on this one, and man, I can't wait for everyone to hear it, man.
I think you're absolutely right. It is a treat, and it's a really lovely full sound. There's nothing bad on it.
Well, that's the goal.
Yeah, but you sometimes you never know. But this is a cool one. So thank you for that.
Uh,
We're down, 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 down south of the Georgia line. I heard the sound, 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 sound of a poor man crying, with a picture of a woman that he once loved. Carried anger, an address, a motive, and a gun. Oh, it's reaping time. It's reaping time. Yeah, the seeds have been sown and grown, and it's reaping time. For what he's about to do, as he reads an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. He could see through the Georgia rain. What would be the one that he will slay? Oh, it's reaping time. It's reaping time. Yes, the seeds have been sown and grown, and it's reaping time. Betrayal, heartache, and the pain. Oh, his face lit up with a flash, Lord, a flash and a bang. The man lived his days and didn't forget it. His victim lived just long enough to taste regret. Oh, it's reaping time. It's reaping time. Yeah, the seeds have been sown and grown, and it's reaping time.